3 million. Yeah, so just food for thought for us to think about. And then, let's go to the next slide. So these are, I'm almost done. These are just some things we know. The beauty about this thing is we all know the story. So I don't have to go through this. You can read it for yourself. But for me, the most important is how you plan your commission. When you get that 10 million shillings, again, you remember we were told our incomes fluctuate. We don't know what will happen tomorrow. So maybe over time, you need to be your own financial manager. And can you also take an average income? Let's go to the next slide. Can we do an average? How much do you on average earn? If you divide that 10 million over a period of 12 months. So anyway, commissions create a lot of opportunities, but also it can create a lot of costs. And we've seen from the statistics I told you, 89% of us, chances are, when you start your sales career, do not survive 3 to 5 years. Then another 5% drop between 5 and 10 years. So the people who remain are very few. In fact, the people who are longer here, like Kamau, can tell you where most of the people whom you started with, where are they? He's saying some of them have exited. So, yeah. So commissions create opportunities. Financial planning creates stability. I don't want to go to that. But more importantly, let's build wealth, real wealth. Let's invest. And let our commissions work for us. Let's move on. I think we are done. So do not work only for commissions, but let your commissions work for you. When you get that money, please think about tomorrow. When you retire or something happens, what is your financial security? Is it a WhatsApp group? Or is it the wealth you build over time, your career? So let's go to the next slide. I think that should be our last slide. So thank you very much for your attention. But for me, my take home is kindly, just reflect. We were told we do the health checks. Sindio? Even including our mental health check, unawema akili pale, but also do your own financial health check. And also don't fear to seek for advice. There are many professionals nowadays who can advise, who can go through all your assets, list all your assets, look at all your liabilities, and look at where you stand. So maybe you're only working for your credit card when you are here. You imagine? And you know banks are very unforgiving. Banks recover their money fast. Banks don't lose. Even when you borrow that loan, the bank, why is the interest high? And they say they use reducing balance. In fact, some of them even charge a commitment fee to ensure they recover their money fast. So my appeal, let's work for ourselves, reflect. If you have some illiquid assets, please try to liquidate them and generate more wealth for your future. Yeah, so we want to reverse that statistic of 89%. We want people to survive in this profession for the longer term. So with those many stories, thank you very much for your attention. Asante sana.
Thank you. Another clap for Mr. Kiprop. Do not work only for commissions. Let your commissions do what? Work for you. We've had a real life example today. I believe some of you know someone somewhere because that is the nature of our business. Sometimes it goes, sometimes it stays, so it's important for us to plan. So thank you so much for enlightening us. I think that is a timely conversation. One more time, let's appreciate that. We'd also want to appreciate the presence of our director, Mr. Jagi Gakunju. Karibu sana. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's good to have your presence with us. At this point, I'd want us to have another conversation, and this time we're switching the gears a bit. We want to talk family businesses. We want to talk family business, and to help us do that is Mr. Joe Okello, who is the founder of the Association of Family Business Enterprises in Kenya. He has 20 years working in his family business. He is the director of Global Travel Tourism Partnership East Africa, and he's here with us today. Karibu sana, Bwana Joe.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon. So, as introduced, my name is Joseph Okello, and I'm the chair and the co-founder of the Association of Family Business Enterprises. I want to thank the person who introduced me by saying that I have worked for much longer than 20 years. So I don't know if he was doing that to say that I'm younger than I look, or he was reading from a different script. But today I am here to talk a little bit about family businesses from the perspective from an SME, from an MSME to SME, the growth and the evolution of a family business. But before I do that, I want to recognize the fact that I believe AAR started as a family business. And look at how big and how successful it has become. So it is possible. It is possible to start from very small and to become very big. But there's certain things that we have to be aware of along that journey. To begin with, I'll let you know a little bit about family businesses. Family businesses make about 80 to 90% of the GDP of this economy. About 70, well, maybe about 80%. 90% of SMEs are family business owned. And they contribute to about 60% of the labor force. So family businesses are critical to this economy. Actually, family businesses are critical to any economy. In the US, this is about 50 to 55% of the businesses are family owned. And we have this preconception, or this misconception rather, that family businesses are necessarily small, informal, mismanaged. Some of the largest businesses in the world are family businesses. Some of the largest businesses and I'll stand here and I say this not because I want to be grateful to my host, James, but I'm one of the few people who actually like in COVID. So they had a very difficult, there's a lot of dropouts for people whose children or students went to university at that time because of the disruption. But what he said was that, I believe that's what insurance agents do, right? Well, in the interest of time, I will do it through the lens of one of my family businesses. So in family businesses, we use certain terms as founder, which you're aware of. We use terms as next generation, we even see third and fourth generations. So the family business I'm going to describe, or the one that was our anchor family business, I was a next generation. And next generation means that I found myself in that business, or rather, I did not start the business, okay? But why I like to refer to this story is because it's a business I saw from its inception until full circle, until the family exited from the business. So we saw, if you like, I saw the full cycle of this business. And so this business was started by my parents at a time when I was at the age of maybe 8 or 9 years old. At the time the business started, both my parents were ably employed, okay? I'll speak with a bit of trepidation or with caution here because some of you might know that, my parents' identity might be revealed, but you say them, this is just a son showing love in his own way about them, and they're about them. So anyway, they started this business and it was in education. So they started a kindergarten. My father at the time was a university lecturer at the University of Nairobi. My mother was a bank official. She worked for a bank. When they started the business at 8 years old, we don't have a lot of say in what business our parents are going to go into. After all, they were gainfully employed. This is a business they started to supplement their income. And as somebody once told me, the reason we really run businesses is to support our lifestyle. We can say all things, but ultimately one of the things is to live a life we want to live. They started this business. My brother and I were quickly evicted out of our bedrooms to create way for this kindergarten that was going to start there. But we understand the hustle. They wanted to do something that was going to make an impact. Whenever I talked to my mother and asked her, when you started this school, what were you thinking? She said, I wanted to start a school that would make a difference or to make an impact in the economy. It's hard to say that. The school I'm referring to is Makini School, and it was started with 7 students, 7 pupils, so 7 young learners. In fact, the learners were so young that there was no class. I could not have attended the school. I was older than the class that was coming in, the inception class. What I saw over my years was 2 people trying to build a business while trying to raise a family and while trying to maintain their employment. So they would do this as a side. So what would happen is on weekends, I would see my parents after church take us to a site. And after church, we were all thinking where we're going to have lunch, but then they're more interested in, you see this piece of land here, one day there'll be a school here. I mean, we don't understand the struggle that these founders go through, the kind of sacrifices they make. And I think this applies to all of us here in our businesses. When we start our businesses, we put in our heart and soul and hope that it will make an impact or at least make a change in our lives. So the business grew, and it grew slowly. I had the privilege once of talking to my father and asking him much later about the business, and he told me, son, for 10 years, I put money in that business. I was not sure whether I would ever get a coin of it back. But I just believed that we were on the right trajectory. And I said, how many people have that staying power? How many of us can work for 10 years and put all our money? I don't know if that qualifies as being responsible or irresponsible. But either way, the faith and the belief was very strong. And he said, it's only after the 10th year that the business break even and start to make sense. And for that, I held him in very high admiration, but much later. At that time, I was just like, wow, what a big risk he was taking. So the business grew, and it evolved, and eventually my mother left her employment to run the business. They both left their employment to run the business now, pretty much full-time, because they felt that it required their attention. I never worked in the business until after I had graduated from university, and I had actually was working for another company. And that's where I met James. In one of the jobs I was working in, I happened to run into James, and I actually thought I would never meet James again in my life. But as fate would have it, now we've turned out to be very good friends. And it was this period of working for this multinational. At the time I was based in Mombasa. My father then approached me. He told me, son, I would like you to come and join the family business. And I was quite reluctant for a number of reasons. I was recently married, had a young daughter, had a young family, and I was working for one of the largest multinationals, one of the largest privately owned family businesses in the world. That was by sheer coincidence. I had a very clear pathway, there were very good perks. I could see where I was going. But the business they were asking me to join, which was their family business, I didn't know where I was going to fit in. Which job am I going to take there? How are they going to remunerate me? You almost want to tell your father, but do you know how much money I am making? But you can't. I'm not a Gen Z. Those days you don't tell your father these things. You just keep quiet. But the fact that he came to ask me, my father came to Mombasa and actually asked me, would you consider joining the family business? And I did. I thought about it and I did. It took me 2 years. But eventually I came and joined the family business, which was a very rewarding thing. But I will tell you this. Day one of working in the family business, I realized I had made the biggest mistake of my life. I regretted the decision immediately. Not almost immediately, but immediately. Because one, believe it or not, they were not prepared for my entrance. We're not talking about a corporate with structures and systems. And I see my good friend here, Mr. Jagi Gakunju. We are one of your first clients at Makini School. You sold us a policy and we're very grateful. I was coming to a business that had grown. And this is the thing that I want to emphasize. Many times, no matter how small our businesses are, they grow much faster than we're ready to do. And any time your business grows, it's a different business. The difference between having 10 clients and 20 clients can be very big. Having commissions or premiums worth 100 million is very different from having premiums of 300 million. So when I joined the school, I got in there, and of course they were doing very many things very well. The school had a very high trajectory in terms of students. The reputation was very big. But when I looked inside the business, it was critical. I saw certain things that were not as strong as I would have wanted to see. And this is the characteristic of family businesses. Family businesses are very, very nimble. We can take decisions very quickly. Because many times you're dealing with the decision makers. They're 1 or 2 or 3 people. And decisions can be taken fast. So we can grasp opportunities. But the downside of that is the structures, the governance comes later. So you find that the governance is quite informal. And these are some of the things that I learned very quickly. I'll give you an example. I introduced having family meetings, regular business meetings rather, not family meetings. And that was a concept that was quite foreign to my parents. They said, my son is going to be hosting a meeting with his mother. And I was saying, no. We have roles here. We're not talking about the family. This is the business. I'm coming in as such and such. You are the directors, and we're going to be discussing this. And many times when we would have these meetings, and I remember they were Monday meetings, when we would have these meetings, we would discuss things about the school, the vision, and things to do. But you know what? When we came for the next meeting, many times some of the things that had been suggested and agreed upon were not done. And some of the things that we had not agreed upon were being done. So it took me a while to figure out what is going on. And this is one thing we learned about family businesses, especially when it's a couple or a family, is that the bedroom will always be more important than the boardroom. and I had no access to the bedroom. You can't go, at least not at age 28. And you'd hear things like, oh, we didn't tell you this. I had a meeting with a family business owner the other day, and she was telling me that her father was an extremely wealthy man, and the family has gone through a lot of conflict. And anyway, she was saying that one time her late father called a meeting and had been advised by advisors, please form a board so that decisions can be taken openly and honestly. You know the things they tell us why you form a board. And they had a board, and then the father said in the board meeting, oh, I have decided that I want to go and buy a factory for 2 billion shillings. And everybody said, there's no way. No way. How? You're going to finish this? Oh, and he listened and he agreed, yeah. In the next meeting, he came and told them, oh, yeah, I bought the factory. So they said, what? I said, yeah. And then he said, and remind you, it's my money. So I'm not suggesting that was happened with us. But for me, it became, so you can imagine now, how do you align that? How do you put structures in place? How do you put governance? And these are the things that are going to make family business continue. Remember I told you that family businesses have got 85% of this GDP? But there's also a dark side to the statistic. How many family businesses make it to the 3rd generation? Maybe, in Kenya, maybe 5%? If you think of family businesses, what are the stories that sell about family businesses? It's the same thing, squabbling, families fighting. Because family businesses, court cases, because family businesses have got something that is very different from normal businesses. In a normal business, if I'm the CEO and I underperform, I am out. In a family business, if I'm the CEO and I am the son of the CEO and I underperform, the business is going down with me, or if I am the daughter. So we have a lot of problems, first of all, with succession. Succession is a big thing. How do we hand over the baton from one generation to the next? Many of us have found a syndrome. Nobody wants to think of their demise or when they're going to leave the stage. You go and start telling somebody, oh, dad or mom, do you have a will? Yeah. This person is planning my exit, So we don't even discuss it. And succession is not an automatic thing. You have to identify the successor. Who is the person who is going to take over from me? Then you have to groom the successor. And sometimes you've picked the wrong person. So family businesses, we have that challenge in succession. But we look at it only from a perspective of family businesses. Even in your own businesses, you're not going to be there forever. Who are you planning to succeed you when you leave? And these are real issues. The second issue is governance. You see, in family businesses, people wear many hats. To my mother, I'm still her son. Or actually, to my mother, I'm still her child, let me call it. And I said, Mom, when will you stop calling me a child? She just told me, never. Because you'll always be my child. I'm hoping that I'm about to turn 60, I hope, anyway. So, at what point is my mother a director? And at what point is she my mother? So we've got these lines that are very blurred, but they are redeemable. You have to have governance that demarcates when am I speaking as a father and when am I speaking as a director. And those hats have to be distinct. And sometimes they can change within the same meeting, but they have to be distinct. So we have to put in a succession plan. A succession plan is something that takes time, and it's a process. We have to put in governance. But with governance, succession plans, even if you have got conflict resolutions in family businesses, the key thing for me in family business or in any business is communication. And if there's a point I want you to leave with, it is imperative that we communicate. Yvonne Award, the writer, I think you know her, she wrote a book called Dust. Have any of you read it? Anyway, Yvonne Award in her book, Dust, says that Kenyans are fluent in 3 languages. English, or most Kenyans speak 3 languages. We speak many more than, but we speak English, we speak Swahili, and the 3rd language is silence. And silence is the language we're most fluent in. Isn't that true? We go into meetings, people say nothing. How do you feel? I'm fine. But outside the meeting, But imagine the consequence of that. In fact, that thing bothered me so much about how we communicate or don't communicate. I went and talked to somebody who was an anthropologist, and he explained it to me very well. He said, Joseph, in this world, if you look at culture, there are 2 broad cultures. People who have got high context culture and low context culture, okay? What does that mean? High context culture means that what I say is not what I mean. What I say depends on what is happening. Does that make sense to you? Yeah. So if I give you an instruction, I ask James, are you going to be here tomorrow? James will say, no. Then if I come tomorrow, I don't find James. I say, why didn't you come? He said, oh, because tomorrow is a public holiday. I thought you knew. Then why did you say yes? So high context culture, we answer depending on the context. I will answer in a way depending on who else is in the room. Can you think of any country where we have high context culture? Yes, Kenyans. Kenyans are the most high context culture people. That's how we are. Low context culture, on the other hand, are like the Americans. An American will tell you what he feels, or a German. They'll speak what they want. Why am I bringing this up? If we look at generations, even in Kenya, most of us who are Generation X, millennials, and older, our parents, we're very high context. We have a lot of respect. There are certain things I will not tell my parents. Now look at that from a family business context. The business is going badly. Instead of trying to rescue the business, what do? We cover up. We do things that we shouldn't be doing instead of having that difficult conversation. But who are the low context people in Kenya that have come up? We know them. We saw them 22 years ago on the streets. The Gen Zs. The Gen Zs will tell you exactly how you feel. If I tell my daughter, who is the quintessential Gen Z, oh, tomorrow we're going to the village to see your grandmother, we're going, she'll ask me, who is we? She can't understand how I'm taking a decision without asking her consent, one. Without asking how she's feeling. And it is this communication amongst generations that we have to start fostering, because the very businesses we are running, we're handing over to them. We're handing these businesses over to them. And that's why I say of the most important thing, we must be able to have difficult conversations. Because the way our parents saw the world, the way we see the world is going to be very different, and is very different with the way our generations coming after us are seeing the world. I'll end this with a story again about my daughter. I remember there was once, I wanted her to know what I was doing. So one of the businesses I do is farming. Is anybody in the audience here a farmer? Yeah. I'm very sorry for you. I understand your pain. Farming is a business I entered in by accident, and I have had so many accidents ever since. If somebody can tell me how to make money from farming, I am ready to retire. Anyway, that's another story. So I took my daughter to my farm. I have a farm in Athi River, and half of the farm, the road divides the farm into half. So in the lower part of the farm where there's the river, we go there and we grow crops. And the upper part of the farm is uninhabitable, so we put housing there. Because of the county in which the farm is in, Machakos County, which is notorious for many things, and one of them is land grabbing, unfortunately, part of my land has been invaded. So I'm in a constant battle on trying to recover half of my land. So when I went with my daughter and I was there and I was telling her, you see that half there, that's my land, but there are people there who I'm really trying to get rid of. But this lower part, this is where the productive, we do everything. And my daughter asked me one question. Dad, don't you feel you have enough land? I'm trying to show you the difference in mentality, right? And I said, well, of course, I'm blessed and I'm fortunate to have this land. But there's one thing you must understand. That is also my land. I said, but you have not even finished planting. When we talk about wealth management, we also have to think about the people who are coming after us, isn't it? And it was very humbling. She was right. Why don't you utilize what you have first before you go and chase these people? And I tried to use them. They're land grabbers, they're thugs, they're goons. She was undeterred. She was just seeing a greedy father. I came up with a very simple solution. My daughter has been banned from that farm. She has no... Yeah. But what I'm asking you is this. With your businesses, don't look at your businesses today. Look at them today, 5 years, 50 years. Because just like that school that my parents started with 7 students, and by the time we exited from the business partially, 40 years later, we had 4,000 students. We were not the same school. The business was not run the same way. We had to do many things. Similarly with AR. We probably started with 1 client. 1 client becomes 10 clients, 100. Then suddenly it's not the same business. You have to be able to put in the support. Systems, governance, but critically, communication. Get the views of every single stakeholder and then move together as a unit. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Now, sorry, I waited for you to have your seat to recall you to the podium because we have a token for you before we finalize with you. So I will request James as well to just come and gift you something small as a token of appreciation for that amazing keynote speech. Another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. But wait, just hold on. All right, now, before you leave, we want to do a simple exercise. One more simple exercise. Yes, Mali.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know you look nice today, correct? So we did do a selfie moment in the morning. Can we do a selfie moment? Please, with your neighbor, we'll do ours here. With your neighbor, pick a selfie.
Mimi niko na swali. Nani anashikilia simu? Hivo.
Mnapiga selfie pia nyinyi. Thank you so much. Let's appreciate Mr. Joe Okello.
Amazing. Another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for that interesting session. We appreciate each and every one of you. So yeah, Mwanza was very wise. I was nowhere near here. I know my shortcomings. All right. Following that amazing discussion, we want to have a panel discussion, and this one is amazing. It is the final one for the day, and I know you will learn a bit more than you have learned already. So are you guys ready for the panel discussion? Awesome. So this panel discussion, we shall be discussing SME resilience matters. Tell the person next to you, SME resilience. Great. Now we have a series of panelists who will be helping us in that discussion. So as usual, please let's warmly welcome them to the podium as they make their way to come and lead us in this amazing discussion. So to kick things off, our first presenter is a tech bro by qualifications and a tech bro by personality. He's all about breaking down complex cyber threats, digital algorithms, and scientific metrics into palatable data. That is, he makes sense of ones and zeros. A trusted advisor to executives and technical teams, he is a people-focused leader, mentor, and cybersecurity architect. Ladies and gentlemen, Safaricom's product lead for enterprise business, Victor Anzelimo Rapado. Welcome, sir. Right. Joining him is an individual who needs no introduction. But still, because I have to be busy, I will still try. If you know her, then you must know. If you don't know her, then you must be living under a rock. She is more than a name. She is a brand, known for her dedication to serving you and I. Her name has become synonymous with excellence, innovation, and quality. She is a Jill of all trades and a master of all. We are honored to have her share her wealth of experience with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Kike Connect CEO and founder, Nancy Muthoni. Welcome, Nancy. Great. When someone mentions our next panelist, the word that immediately comes to mind is resourcefulness. He is the person to call when in need of guidance in organization development, strategy development, and execution leadership, team and personal development, and entrepreneurship development. Trust me, regret is not a vocabulary used by those who heed his advice. What an honor to have him here with us. I present to you Wild Strategy and Business Advisor, Collins Owino. Welcome, sir. On to the next. In life, there are those who talk about it and those who are about it. Our next panelist is all about it. An individual who makes it his life's mission to make sure everyone in this room today is not just existing, but thriving. I like to say he is as committed and serious about revolutionizing the insurance sector as he is about his agriculture. And trust me, the man has a green thumb. Of course, I am talking about none other than AAR Insurance Group Head of Distribution, Mr. James Kamau. Welcome, sir. And of course, to lead them in this conversation is a very able strategic insurance leader with over a decade of experience despite how he looks. He thrives in translating market intelligence into practical, scalable strategies. His optimism is infectious, and to those who know him, he is the perfect mix of humor and performance. Yes, I may be the one wearing the fedora, but he is the one wearing many hats today. Please give a warm welcome to the head of SME at AAR, Mali Mtoto Mwanza.
Michael, quite the introduction. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, wow. James, I never thought you'd look shorter. But sorry. Please don't laugh. James is my boss. Anyway, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. One, for your presence. I think day one was quite awesome. And today, haven't we learned a lot? We are learning a lot. Tuendelee ama tusiendelee? Kabisa. So thank you so much. I think now we want to discuss matters SME. And it's quite the perfect segue from the conversation that Mr. Joe Okello was talking about, that the big corporates of tomorrow are SMEs today. And that's what you need to see yourself as. I think right from what Kip talked about, how we plan our finances, that we are not just agents, we are not just small businesses. We are building something big, and that is what we want to discuss and see how we can leverage that conversation, how we can improve how we approach SMEs. Where are they? Where do they sit? The team that is sitting here, how do they see this SME discussion going forward? So we'll jump right into it. The panelists have been introduced, and we'll begin from Nancy. Karibu. I know today you are wearing the hat called Kike Connect. We have seen you talking about property, and there is something for everyone, as always. Yeah, so you can just give us a brief of this business. There's a association that you represent, and then we can jump right into it.
Thank you very much. Yes, it is a pleasure to be here today. Kike Connect is a women community where we have an ecosystem that supports women to start their business strong, to grow their business, and to go global. It's a network with over 10,000 ladies, 5,000 our members, and through other memberships, we have 5,000 members. Our members are helped. Are you starting your business and you don't know where to start? And this was derived as we traveled through Kenya with Kenya National Chamber of Commerce when I was leading the Women in Business. And we realized that a lot of businesses collapse not because they are not doing well, but because they don't know. So we support our women in how they start their business, how they go through the registration. If you hear your taxman is calling on you, you don't need to close. You have somebody who can help you speak to them. And then we open markets for them. We do trade missions. We take them across the world. We've just come from America. The other team is on their way to China. And we work with traders and distributors. But more importantly, what we are finding today is that a lot of the international community is looking to come to Kenya. They are looking for business partners in Kenya. So we open those channels as well.
Oh, thank you. And I believe, are the women welcome to join here?
Yes, every woman here has an opportunity to join Kike Connect and be part of a bigger community.
Nice.
And as we were speaking, I was just seeing, if we got somebody to come and talk to us about travel insurance, because we are traveling all the time. If you can come and talk to us about education, if you come and talk to us about how we can have a health insurance and NCBA can pay for us immediately, I think you have a big opportunity. Karibuni sana.
Thank you, Nancy. And we'll get, as we come to your next conversation, we'd want to know, how do we build better products around women? Maybe you can answer that at some point. Welcome, Mr. Collins, to this panel. Maybe you can introduce yourself and also tell us, we have very low penetration in terms of protecting SMEs. What do you think we need to be able to do to get to that next level?
Right. Good afternoon. My name is Collins from Oil International. What happens Back in 2022, I'd like to give a bit of a statistic. We did a labor market assessment, and you could be able to see that from the labor market assessment, the biggest majority were the informal sector, who are the small and the micro enterprises. These people are not registered. These people do not have the systems. They don't have the structures. So what we did with that information was to be able to create a blueprint that we can be able to work with stakeholders to create what we call public-private engagement, and how we can be able to increase penetration and compliance to these SMEs, and be able to get the best practices from we can say, the large companies, to be able to style them up or groom them to be able to increase the uptick. So in essence, what we are trying to see is the small and the micro being incorporated and style up and create system for them. The SOPs are same as the medium and large enterprises. So in terms of policy, in terms of trainings, in terms of boot camps, in terms of having these stakeholder engagements that can be able to groom them up through structured programs that we have, yes.
Oh, thank you. And in terms of data, because I'm sure you've done a lot of analysis on how these SMEs sit, how many MSMEs operate in Kenya today, and what are they looking for exactly when it comes to insurance?
I'd like us to take a step back to the previous presentation by Collins, and we can be able to see there's a report we did in 2024 just to give us the statistics of these SMEs. And in Kenya, we have 7.4 million SMEs who about 22% are registered, and the rest, we could say 78% are not registered. They're working informally. And the ones who are uptaking insurance is around 1.1 to 1.6 million entrepreneurs, based on the statistics that we did previously. Over the sample size of 200 SMEs in Nairobi, we were able to come up with a number, and we could be able to see about 40% were real active takers of policy insurance. So we're asking ourselves, where are the 60? So how do we create products that suits the 60? And how do we create a pipeline or spread our wings through referrals? So for those who have taken the insurance, the active uptakers, how can we leverage on their good stories, their success stories, to be able to reach the remaining 60%? Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Collins. Mr. Victor Anzelimo, pleasure to meet you. From Safaricom, tell us what is Safaricom doing for SME businesses? What are some of the offerings and the packaging that are there?
Good afternoon, and thank you for that. Number one, I think as per the introduction, SMEs are your next LEs. So at Safaricom, first, we do not consider SMEs as small customers, because number one, they're the ones to transition to the next phase. And in part of our product portfolio, which I heavily lead, is we come up with products that actually customize to suit each and every environment. Remember, one of the things that we do is some time back, there was a notion that Safaricom targets big customers because Safaricom is big. But right now, if you go through our product portfolios, we come up with solutions that are tailor-made for each and every small SMEs, small market, medium market, large market segments, and the BFSI sector, for example. So part of our product proposition is we understand the customers, sit down with the customers, develop custom products, which are bundled into a product that is ready to go to market. So for example, we have, I just throw a random question. How many people are running businesses and are using their Gmail addresses as their email addresses? So
is that rhetorical? How many of us are using Gmail addresses here?
Yeah, so number one, remember, as a consumer who's actually heavy on security, I will never trust an email from a Gmail address. Anyone can create a Gmail address. So part of our product proposition is we introduce you to the things like domains. So you can build up a simple domain, have your XYZ at abc.com, and then set up your email. Package, have an internet solution on that, package security on that, and then you're ready to go to the business. So at Safaricom, we assist you come up with connectivity solutions, which are actually ready for you to go live.
Oh, Thank you, Victor. And I know yesterday we talked about matters technology, matters AI, how we brand ourselves, and this I think is a very good conversation. Is there a cost to that when it comes to putting domains and etc.?
Yeah, I can just throw a simple figure. For you to go live on your domain business with 2,300 per year, you already have your website, you have your hosting, and you're ready to go live with your business. Right now, we're also talking of technology. We leverage AI. So with you having your domain app, you can use the AI templates and build a website in less than a day. I had a person that I approached on the streets who was talking of a business, and within 6 hours, we had a website app, we had a domain app, and we had 5 email accounts up and running. So we have such small figures like 2,300 for the domain business. Your internet connectivity from around 5,000, you have a very good stable internet connectivity for your office. So we actually work together, come up with a product proposition that will bundle into that. And I'd say at a rough cost of about 25,000, you already have everything up and running, and you're a ready business. And we could not consider you small now. You're actually a medium business.
Nice. Thank you, Victor. And I assume that this information is available at the tent outside when we go for a break. Thank you. Now, Mr. James, you are an SME as well somewhere, and Mr. Okello alluded that he bumped into farming. He's actually a host of a podcast, The Accidental Farmer. Is that the name of the podcast? Yeah, on YouTube. So please, if you want to get more content on this accidental farm or the greedy father, is it? Yeah. So, Mr. James, you're also an SME, but also in this case, we're talking from an AR perspective. What is some of the things that AR is doing to make sure that we are meeting the needs for the SMEs in the country?
First, it's a pleasure having you all, and it's a big honor sharing this panel with my colleagues here. AR has embarked on a journey to revolutionize SME insurance, and we are doing that in a number of ways. And the first thing that came to our realization is that we have an opportunity right next to us. The very many intermediaries that we are dealing with are actually MSMEs. And if we empower them, then as they grow, of course, even AR is going to grow. That is why we are having such engagements. That is why we put in the initiatives. That's why we appear to be a little bit different from the other underwriters. And we give a lot of prominence to empowering our intermediaries. What we are also doing is not just making a product. We are also doing a lot of research, provide research-based solutions. We have also looked at our products, their features, and one of the things that we've done is to segment our product, our SME offering. It's been broken down into sectors now. The numbers are beginning to build up. And why we are doing that is that for specific sectors, eventually we shall start now having the numbers, the loss ratios for specific sectors, the populations of those sectors, and ultimately we are going to have products that are really custom written for specific populations. I was having a conversation earlier with Nancy, and an organization such as herself, we can sit down and look at solutions differently because gender-wise, do our products really answer the question maybe for the needs of the specific needs of the ladies. Another thing that we are doing is building processes. We have learned a lot through interaction with the partners that we have. Key here, I would like to mention the Association of Family Business Enterprises. And one of the things that we have come to see through the underwriting process is the moment perhaps an enterprise applies for membership and they have maybe similar names, there's that temptation to look at it as anti-selection. So we are learning a lot through such engagements and changing our processes and our approaches accordingly so that we can be able to provide accessibility. We have also heard about pricing. It's been quite a discussion here since yesterday. The current SME solutions that we have could be addressing enterprises maybe a bit high up. We are engaging right now in discussions about creating solutions that are at a bit lower, right? So that we have a budget solution that everybody can any enterprise can be able to attend. We have a very huge opportunity with working with SHA, for example, that we can be able to meet the bottom micro enterprises. So we have a number of initiatives, but those are just some of them.
Thank you, James. And I think that's important, what you've mentioned. And to just segue quickly into that, and micro startups, what more can be done to support them, both from a product?
Tailors. The other one is business continuity. SMEs have insurance for their employees. We would like you to tailor a product that is affordable for us to be able to get an insurance cover and to insure our employees as well. And of course, during the financial, what can you give us during the hard times financially in terms of access to capital, in terms of if there's a challenge, how can you support me to know that you're with me? But more importantly, we would like to have a program that takes us across the country, as we are doing a tour right now, where you're telling the women, giving us a jargon we can understand. I believe that because we are not in the insurance industry, everybody here understands your jargon. We do not understand your jargon. And because we don't understand your jargon, we don't get insured. Thank you.
Oh, noted. I think it's a known fact that when women come together, big things happen, correct? And the women are saying, as insurance agents, we need to go out there and simplify this jargon. They are ready. They want to be insured. They want to be protected. We have heard you, and we shall be coming. Mr. Victor, from a Safaricom perspective, how can AR Insurance partner with you to support the underwriters?
First of all, one of the things that actually builds business resilience right now is the digital move. So all our recommendations are the move to the digital space. You'd want to have your business that's being hosted locally migrated to a cloud-based solution, provide connectivity for your business. But remember, an SME is someone who's not financially in that position. So as we work in terms of coming up with products, we also recommend maybe some product financial packaging that will speak into the customer face. We'll build a partnership into that and see how we can build financing into the migration. But as she's mentioned, things to do with insurance. An SME comes, we'll talk about the digital space, but we will not communicate about the insurance part. So the SME business goes down, a fire happens, what happens to that customer? And that's how we lose some of our SMEs, because someone tried something, a fire came out, and they were not insured. So if we can partner together, come up with products that are joint products to speak both connectivity and insurance, and then have the mass market education. Let them be aware of this is what it takes to spin up a market. So we actually have so much data because SMEs really pay through M-Pesa. So we have these still numbers. So with a joint venture, we can go direct, have a collaborative approach to our customers.
Thank you, Victor. And we are coming to a branch near you with Safaricom to bring these combined solutions, because the solutions are there from Safaricom and they all need to be insured. Thank you. Collins, you mentioned millions of SMEs that are out there. How do we reach them? How do the sales representatives here reach them? As AR, we have a target of reaching 5,000 SMEs in 24 months. How do we get there?
80% of these SMEs are not reachable. It means that we need to create a pipeline model so that we can be able to reach them. And a client acquisition model literally takes us back to what value are we bringing to these SMEs. So it is for AR to understand the need that these people have, and for the customers to be able to see the value that AR is providing. And then looking at the constraints, why are these people not coming to us? So when we look at the constraint, it could be something like ease to access, it could be something like AI, it could be something like technology, it could be something like proximity. Imagine someone in Turkana wants an insurance policy. So some things that we need to put in place to be able for them to see the value. And once they're able to see the value, then it means that how do we come up with tailored messaging for them to reach us? So it's about a client acquisition model, looking at the market and the constraints the market has, and now as AR to be able to equip ourselves for them to see the value that we provide. Yeah.
Thank you, Collins. And to note that we are partnering with Wild on this conversation, so the access to the data will be there. Please partner with us and we'll be able to provide these solutions. Mr. Kamau, finally on your side, you talked about the different products that we've created, the segmentation. How are we empowering the sales agent in terms of digitally and tools to close this protection gap for SMEs?
Okay. In terms of digital support, we provide a platform which has been spoken about quite a bit here, My Wakala. And through this, one is able to reach their online networks. We are told there are about 18 million social media users. And through this platform, what we have tried to do is to digitize the sales cycle, just to make the salesperson more efficient. So they can be able to prospect there, do their quotations there. They can now be able even to provide IPF solutions there. I think that was launched there yesterday by FinCredit with NCBA on the way. So we have provided the platform to get there. Besides that, we do a lot of training. We are now partnering with these partners who are also taking us to the next level. What I would encourage the participants of this conference to do as an action point is now from this conference ensure that you join the movement, because Mali mentions 5,000 SMEs. We are going to do it, and we are going to do it through these partners. So team up with these partners. Some of them have memberships, so become a member, join our activations so that you can be able to benefit from the lead generations right there. Male did mention about coming to a branch near you. We are thinking a bit broader. If you look at the branches that we are creating today, look at CBD, look at our Meru branch, look at our Eldoret branch, we are creating them in a manner that they are going to be open for use even by other SMEs to create that interaction. So that if an SME perhaps is traveling to Eldoret today and they happen to be our customer or prospective customers, we are going to put some parameters on how they can be able to use our office. That's why they are designed the way they are, so that our intermediaries and the SMEs come together. Remember, I did mention that we are viewing you, our intermediaries, as businesses undergoing growth. So we want to be part of your growth process.
Thank you. Thank you. As we go into the final thoughts, Collins, this is the final message. What do you think is the single most compelling value proposition an intermediary or the salespeople here should deploy starting tomorrow morning that is going to prove to a business owner that they need to be protected?
So starting tomorrow morning, I'd urge AR business relationship officers to be able to ensure that they do understand the job to be done. Why are customers hiring your product, and why are they coming to you? Once we are able to do that, it means that you can be able to tailor products that can really suit them. And then if we have a bundled or tier pricing package products, we can be able to leverage on that. The other thing that I usually say is consistency in terms of research, in terms of the value proposition. The market is dynamic, everything keeps on changing. So how do we leverage on every platform using AI, using any tech that you can be able to make it as simple and easier for all our small, medium, and large enterprises to understand. Yeah.
Thank you, Collins. Victor, same question as we finalize.
I think from Safaricom side, we cannot say a single product, but I'll say continuous collaboration between AR and Safaricom. So as Safaricom, we are launching converged solutions. So as I mentioned, I'll give you internet and connectivity. But for that SME to still stay alive, we need the same conversation of after you've picked these services of ours, you need insurance for your business. So the continuous combined conversations, so that we are not only selling connectivity, but you're also talking of insurance. You're not only selling insurance, you're talking to them about modes of payment that they can get. So for the SMEs to still survive in this market, we need to upskill them. We need to tell them of the multiple solutions that we have. So as we productize, and then we go to market as a joint force. So we always say the pie is enough for all of us. I don't like saying that to customers because they'll say we're going to eat them out, but we always say the market share is enough for all of us. So as we sell insurance, we sell connectivity. She'll talk about women in business. So once we sell the combined solutions, we'll have a very strong SME market.
Thank you, Victor. The value proposition is there. Well, thank you. Nancy, tunataka kuingia kiki. How do we get, when these intermediaries are going to the market, what are they going to tell the women in business?
Thank you very much. I have a colleague of mine, Jackie, maybe you can stand. She'll be taking all your information. Kike Connect, we say we build one business at a time. Together we prosper. And as women, it is our time. Everything is aligned. Whether you're selling insurance, whatever you're doing, whichever stage cycle you are in your business, whether you're starting, we have a solution for you. You have grown, but you feel like you need to scale higher. We have a solution for you. You need to go globally or regionally. We have a solution for you. So join Kike Connect and get yourself going. Thank you.
Thank you, Nancy. Finally, James, what is the single most compelling value proposition our intermediaries are employing starting tomorrow morning?
What I see is that if I was an intermediary today, I would start complementing selling with risk management. I would actually become an advisor to the MSMEs so that whenever they see me, they would see me as a problem solver, not somebody who is coming to sell to me only. So I would use my selling skills, okay, but I would also want to be the risk advisor to the MSMEs. Sometimes we go to sales very fixed on a product. Maybe we just want to sell our medical product or something. And that might not necessarily be the immediate need of the MSME. So it's good to approach them, listen to them, and see how we can be able to solve that challenge. The second thing that I would recommend would be the creation or the beefing up of governance and the compliance structures. No business, we have learned here in the course of those 2 days, is too small or too big to overlook governance and compliance structures. So whatever is required to be done by external authorities or by our internal policies, let's all try and do our best, because that is the chassis of business. The moment we have good governance structures, the moment we are compliant, then we are trusted and we can be able to build our business around there. The statistic given by our CFO here, that I think 89% of the businesses in 3-5 years of intermediaries is not there. It's true. There's a report done by the Association of Kenya Insurers, and it gives a very bad picture of that persistency. And I want to take this opportunity just to compliment the legends who are in this room, because they have been a very good example. And I think the morning session, the afternoon session, we are going to hear more about them. With your permission, Mr. Moderator, maybe you can ask, because there's somebody who was sitting behind me or around me, and I had them asking who Kayana is. So maybe you can give Joseph 1 minute to talk about Kayana.
Mr. Joseph.
I understand insurance is about risk, and Kayana is my wife's business, so I have to be When an insurance person asks you to take a risk, do you take it or not? I mean, I'm conflicted. But nevertheless, I'm sure I'm covered adequately. Yeah? So Kayana is, how do I describe it? Kayana was started by my wife about 10 years ago. And it was, it's an aggregator of businesses for women, women-owned businesses, but not from SMEs, from a level below it, MSME business. So she's talking about women who start businesses from cottage. You know, people who start businesses in their homes, kitchens, in their gardens, from the boot of their car. And she wanted to support them to move forward into going from that into micro, into SMEs. Because in her mind, and I tend to agree with her, you know, with men, we have to be careful how we talk about women because we are accused of being mansplaining. We don't know the problems fully that women go through, which is true, right? But she was saying that the system is rigged against women in the sense that women for a long time could not own land, could not use land as collateral. There are a lot of systemic imbalances. So women businesses, although being very lucrative, and we know that women are very good stewards of business, had big problems with access to finance, access to credit. But what solutions seem to be given for women is just go for workshop after workshop after workshop. Yet we know it's capital that they require to make the business grow. So she has over 20,000 small businesses under her umbrella in Kenya, and most of them are based in Nairobi, and it's growing. You can Google at kayana.org. And so we want to work with AAR because of some of the things that James has mentioned. There's a strong aversion to insurance as protection, as wealth management, medically. And to be quite honest, I don't want to look a gift horse in the mouth. It's because insurance is greatly misunderstood, isn't it? Many times we say, yeah, when we pay for the premium, it's very clear. But then the time when something happens, we always have to give, swear an affidavit, a life. We have to promise that we're being legitimate. So insurance people. But that's what Kayana is. It's a collection of women entrepreneurs who come together, and it's progressing them from micro. Many people forget micro. But all our businesses start at micro level and moving them from MSME to SMEs. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Joe. I think to summarize what we have learned from yesterday to today is risk management, correct? You have learned how to identify those risks, how to assess them, and how to mitigate them. From yesterday, we talked about KRA, we've talked about the compliance issues. Today, we've talked about the risks that face SMEs and the clients that we are all dealing with. So, by the powers bestowed to me, I want to christen you, not just a sales agent, but a risk manager. Wapi makofi yako? And we probably need to issue certificates to everyone here to become a risk management champion. So I hope that is what you've taken and you've learned, and you can become a risk champion for your clients. And so that brings us to an end of this panel. Thank you so much for attending and being with us. And in the famous words of Mr. Joe Okello, the bedroom is more powerful than the boardroom. Let's appreciate this panel. Yeah. We will have a photo before we usher them back to their seats. And I'd request Mr. Alvin Korir, who is our head of actuarial, to award and gift our panelists. Thank you.
Right, thank you so much. Another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you so
Victor, for joining us. We appreciate the partnership that you have with Safaricom.
Yeah, look at the camera. Look at the camera as you're taking the photograph.
Thank you, Victor. And you're welcome to the Safaricom tent. They have business connectivity, secure fiber. They have the portable 5G routers outside. They have also the outdoor kits. There's Idisha Biashara Talk bundles. They've also the cloud-based backup and recovery solutions for your business. And also, they have M-Pesa payment portals that you can be able to register at their tent. Thank you as well, Collins from Wild, for joining us today. Thank you, Nancy. We appreciate you. And as we always say, there is something for. Thank you. Mr. James. A hearty round of applause for Mr. James Kamau. Thank you, James. If ever there was a person who has agents at heart, then it is
All
James
right,
Kamau.
now James, we're not yet done with you. So you can just wait there. We're there for a moment. I would like to call Faith from NCBA. Are you still in the building with us? Faith, where are you? Yes. Can we appreciate Faith as she makes her way to the front? Thank you so much because you gave us an amazing discussion earlier in the morning and we'd want to appreciate you. Right. Congratulations. Now, Mwanza, we want you back. We want you back here. And James, one final one, and then we release you now. One final one. We would also want to appreciate our moderator. Hasn't he done an amazing job?
Thank you.
Yes. So round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Mtoto Mwanza. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Great. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. One final round of applause for that session. We appreciate everyone for those insights. Quick keynote speech, and then from there we shall break from.
To help you sleep. What really keeps you awake at night in terms of your business? A solution and expect you to pay at the end of the month. We actually have account managers who, the difference between you and your business and the person who's outselling you is the digital presence. So part of Safaricom business is we empower you to transform digitally and run a few things to automate your business so that as you sleep, your business is still running. The high operation costs and the need for efficiency. So again, right now, if you set up your business, number one, it's very expensive to run a business. Be it the IT infrastructure, be it connectivity solutions, modes of payment, employment, technical staff, it is very expensive. So we are introducing cost-efficient solutions that will get you up and running and stable. And the last part is the data protection. I'm sure yesterday there was so much conversations about data protection and risks. So within our solutions, we embed privacy so that you make sure you're actually data protected. So business challenges, these are run through over the market stats of what we are seeing. High setup costs. Again, I mentioned about initial capex, bringing up a business. So again, one of the things that most organizations are giving and are not talking about is you can actually set up your business gradually. So Safaricom, we assist you with the whole high setup cost journey and do a gradual setup from inception. Manual processes. Our solutions come with actually high automation, and I'll talk you through 2 or 3 solutions. We're avoiding the manual processes, manual bulk filling, manual mode of payment, manual failover of your internet connectivity. So one of the solutions that we're selling actually is combined always-on solution. So you do not have to do any manual process shifting. We have fraud. This is what speaks to you. Again, if your enterprise is not set up in a proper manner, fraud will always be there. You'll lose money through different methods of payment, through different partnerships that your business has that you're not aware of. So with the digital setup of your business, we're going to curb fraud. Skill gaps. One of my heavy developed products is automation managed services. So you will set up your business, but you do not have the technical expertise. For example, we do not expect you to be a cybersecurity expert, yet you're a business owner. So with the skills gap, we offer what are called managed services, and you take care of your business, we will take care of your technology. Legacy infrastructure, here I'll bring more into the concept of cloud. So you do not have to build servers and a very heavy server room. Embrace digital infrastructure, cloud, IoT, security. Actually, all of them are embedded in a digital space, so you do not have to take care of the infrastructure. And compliance, again, we're all being regulated somewhere. So every business requires compliant solutions. So with our solutions, compliance is always embedded. Here we'll speak about three key solutions. The fourth one is always an added advantage, but three key solutions. Cloud solutions. So we are talking about scalable cloud solutions. So as you spin up your business, number one, you do not have to care about hosting your physical servers. We want you to spin within our cloud solutions. And here we heavily talk of Safaricom Cloud. We have a very stable cloud solution right now, so that there's the whole part of data residency. So your data is actually within Safaricom data centers, which is the Safaricom Cloud. IoT and connectivity, smart devices, smart sensors. So as you ensure as your customers, how are you tracking their fleet? For example, if you have a whole chain of matatus, are you tracking your fleet? So they got into an accident in Nairobi, but an accident was reported in Nakuru. Do you have IoT sensors that you can actually track? That covers so much of insurance fraud. Cyber security. So is the data protected? You know, cyber security right now is the main kind of conversation. So Safaricom will give you inbuilt cybersecurity solutions, ensure that your data is always available, following the CIA triad: confidentiality, integrity, availability. And then the added advantage is with our solutions, we have inbuilt analytics. So you need data-driven solutions that will speak into what's happening within your customer organization, your own organizations. So this is what will future-proof SMEs into the digital space. And to cover all these solutions, on the next slide, I'll showcase a maturity journey. So how do you set up a business? Number one, a business, I've talked about the three key solutions. The sovereign cloud that will assist scalable scalable business, resilient business, and collaboration with 365 and agility. With IoT solutions, we offer fleet tracking solutions, smart property solutions where we have automated monitoring. This one actually talks about home insurance. So as you sell your insurance policy for homes, we also have embedded smart monitoring. Connected devices, sensors that are integrated, be it to your fleet, be it to your devices that you want to insure. So here we speak a collaborative approach in that you can monitor what's happening. Default cybersecurity, again, one insurance thing that I've seen not being sold in Kenya is actually cybersecurity insurance. I'm sure yesterday you had a talk about cybersecurity portfolio, but cyber insurance is a really key business. Right now, there's so many threats to do with ransomware and people losing data. So if an organization is attacked by ransomware, would you better pay $5,000 insurance or pay the ransom of 10 million? So insurance has a lot to do with the ransomware security. So this is just an ecosystem where we can work together and come up with something. And at Safaricom, we believe so much on partnerships. Rather, we are not giving you solutions, we're giving you partnerships where we have customer-based solutions, we have applications, we have the cloud hosting where they're hosted, we have IoT, which is the connected devices, analytics, insights, and then security. So this is the full chain of solutions that when you walk to our 10th, we will actually walk you through this entire portfolio. So right now, it's all about a competitive space. So are you innovative? Are you doing things the same way everyone is doing? Through IoT solutions and smart devices, we can assist you innovate and come up with solutions that are tailor-made to your specific businesses. AI and machine learning, again, AI is not just an existing framework. AI has to be fine-tuned. So we can work with Safaricom as experts to ensure that we have intelligent, innovative solutions. Telematics and fleet tracking, I think I've talked about that. And then digital platforms. Now, ensure everything, all your platforms are now moved digitally. You have nothing being done on premise. And then after you've completed the 3 phases, you go to the resilience phase. So here is where Safaricom will work with you to ensure that you actually, at a very strong level, you can actually become a market advisor. In the resilience phase, I think I can say a very proud conversation. I was part of the AR migration from on-premise to cloud. So I'm the one who did the AWS backup setup. So I'm very proud that with AR insurance, it can be a very good go-to marketer to understand how they did all this phase to the resilience stage. And Safaricom was really heavy in assisting coming up with the resilience. So we have advanced threat detection, zero trust architecture. This might be a bit technical, especially for an SME or a beginning enterprise, but this is actually the full journey path. Disaster recovery as a service. So we need to ensure that in part of your resilience, all your services are always online and active, and you can always recover. And then finally on compliance. So Safaricom is now transitioning from a telco to a techco. So as a techco, we'll walk with you through this entire journey. You can always come see us at our tents. We have dedicated account managers who can walk that path with you. So that's all for what Safaricom is offering in this SME and insurance space. And as mentioned, we are very welcome to partner with us through this. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. For that, we really appreciate. Now we know that Safaricom is more than calling and data, right? And we at AAR are very happy to be partnering with them to launch this amazing product that will benefit each and every one of us. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the time has come for us to be able to break for lunch, but then we will have a bit, almost 50 minutes break for lunch, and then we shall convene back here at 3 p.m. exactly for us to conclude with the conference. So, ladies and gentlemen, just note that the facilities are there for your use. You can be able to use some that are here in the conference, as well as the ones that are downstairs. They're there for us. When it comes to lunch, we remember where we were yesterday, so make sure to make your way there and keep time. For the panelists, you will just remain here, and then we shall direct you where you're supposed to have your lunch. Is that okay? So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep time, let's break, and then convene here at 3 p.m. on the dot. Thank you.
Technical team, please put up the QR code for Safaricom. Can put up the QR code for Safaricom. For those who did not catch it, can display that. I do hope everyone has a lunch voucher. Let's assemble back at 3 p.m. Looking forward to seeing you at 3 p.m. last session, okay, second last, tail end, is now in progress, and I would like to invite Dr. Israel Kiprotich, who will speak on behalf of Real Hospital. Bwana Israel, karibu. DJ.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dr. Israel Kiprotich from Real Hospital. I'm glad to be here. It's such an honor to stand before all of you. I've come with my business expert. He will tell us about a few things. As I say, a few things. We have only 2 minutes here. Now, I really appreciate this function today. And then I would like to just let us know that Real is a group of hospitals distributed all over the country. He will tell us more about the branches. What we offer a variety of medical services, very many of them, which you all know. I would just like to highlight a few of them. Yes, we have inpatient and outpatient services, meaning we can admit any patient. We have laboratory services, maternity services. We have physiotherapy. We have a pharmacy well stocked with all the drugs that you will ever need. We have in imaging, we have CT scans, we have x-rays, and we have also radiology services like ultrasound scan. We also have dental services. We have also a well-equipped HDU and ICU for critical patients. So don't fear to refer your patients there. They'll be taken good care of. We also have endoscopy services, and we have optical services. All those services are offered here in Nairobi, where we have 2 branches. Yes, on top of that, I would like to just highlight one thing about the wellness. We talked about the wellness package. As a doctor, seeing patients, I would like to share an experience. Now, when we're in the hospital, we see patients, and then when you finish seeing a patient, maybe in outpatient, we are given this claim form where I fill the diagnosis, and then where I fill the diagnosis such that when we scan it, we send to the insurance company and are able to pay it. Now, it's important that the wellness package comes in here. I'll explain it later. But before I explain, I would say that the wellness package is very important because according to the Kenyan statistics, we have now moved from treatment to prevention. So prevention, it means that we need to detect the illness before it manifests. In Kenya currently, 7 out of 10 people do not know their hypertension status. Today we have a BP machine outside here. Please don't worry, go and measure your blood pressure and even your sugar. 10 people, 7 out of 10 don't know. So that's a big number according to WHO. Also, I would like to talk about cancers. Cancer is one of the illnesses which is detected very late. For example, in Kenya, the prevalence of cancer is 1,000 out of the 58 million people in Kenya. So 1,000 people have, 100,000 people have cancer. And cancer is one of the very bad diseases because once it's detected at stage 3, stage 4, it's very difficult to reverse it. We can do chemo, we can do radiotherapy, but it won't do a lot. Also, cancer is the 3rd killer disease in Kenya after respiratory illness and cardiovascular. Cardiovascular blood pressure is the 2nd killer in Kenya. So that's very important that all of us should be able to know your hypertension status, do a wellness checkup. Now, why am I talking about a wellness checkup? Because when you come to the hospital, the insurance, when I fill that form where there is diagnosis, the insurance wants a valid diagnosis. There is no part for wellness. So when you give us a wellness package, we'll be able to maybe write there it's wellness. Because I've done an X-ray, I have done lab works, and the patient is normal. I have to look for a diagnosis, say that the insurance can pay for the investigations. But when it is a wellness package, it will not make me put a diagnosis, yet it's a wellness check. We are together there. Thank you very much. Let me talk to ask my colleague to talk about our branches.
And good evening. It's good afternoon, yes. I'm Vincent Katumo, the client's executive. I only talk about where we are based. From the side of Rift Valley, we are in Kitale. If you come to Eldoret, we have 2 branches there. When you come to Nairobi, we have Utawala, which is in the Eastern Bypass, and we have the Langata Clinic, which is in Langata Road. I think it's one stop, one shop. Health is your wealthy. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Let's appreciate Real Hospital. Thank you so much for partnering with us. Grateful for the information given. Well, at this time, I'd like to invite, I know in the morning we talked about falcons. Are falcons here? Falcons, eagles, tumeshiba? Falcons wako? Eagles, achievers? I think the question is, which one are you? Very good. We need to answer that, and maybe that's why this question has not been receiving the enthusiasm it deserves. So to answer that question, I'd invite our Nairobi region, head of Nairobi region, Isaac Kira, to introduce his team and the people that take care of you in your sales business. Mr. Kira, karibu.
Thank you very much, Mr. Male. I call him Toto. Allow me to observe the protocol as established. Good afternoon, everyone. Once again, good afternoon. I believe all of us, we have had a good lunch, and it's always very difficult to ask questions during lunchtime because your mind is digesting and controlling at the same time your body, which is being controlled by your nerves. So I would like to introduce my team. I know in this team is team Nairobi Agents. And first of all is to introduce the entire team. And I'll introduce per unit. The managers will come in front so that at least your agents can know the unit that they belong. I'm calling Mr. Kelly Mutwiri, who is in charge of, you can come in front, Eagles. Mr. Robert Ngugi. Robert is in charge of Falcons. Ms. Falina Vula, in charge of Achievers. Susan Wanjiko, in charge of Mavericks. We have the 2 units. And I know part of, again, the units, the agents are in exams. That is the unit of Iconic and Sharks. So I'll give each and every one of them time to say their word. And of course, I know Mal has been calling the team so that at least maybe you can stand, the team Iconics, the team Falcons, team Sharks. Thank you.
Good evening, partners. Yeah, my name is Susan Joroge. I support Mavericks unit. And I take this moment to say thank you very much for your support in both retail and SME business. Asanteni sana, and welcome for this training. Asanteni.
Good afternoon. Yeah, my name is Robert Ngoge. I support Falcons unit. I can see a lot of Falconers here. So to all of you, thank you for the continued business support, and we will continue giving you top-notch services.
Good afternoon. Mutwiri Kelly is my name. First of all, asanteni to everyone for coming. So we don't take this for granted. For 2 days you've come, you've been with us. Believe we've all learned. So I work together with a team of birds called eagles. Can see some of them here. Yeah, and to some of us who are not in eagles, I know I've helped you one way or another. Karibuni, and great to have you all.
Good afternoon, everyone. Team Valin, Mkwapi, hallelujah. So this is the Achievers, or the Arsenal, Tulishinda. Thank you very much. And Karibuni sana, nice to see each one of you. I know there are those who have supported even before. So those who've never seen me, this is Valin. Karibuni, thank you.
Thank you. Team GI, where you are, you can again come in front. You know they work in pairs. You know, our photo is very important. Nowadays, it's very expensive. And yes, Team GI, you can come in front. Introduce yourself, the pair that you work with.
Good afternoon again. I'm very fortunate. I work with two ladies. One is the icon herself. She's called Ann Omanga. Greetings from Ann Omanga. Susanna Misi Ujasalimika. I've seen you. I'm going to report you. The other one is Valin, Achievers and Iconics. Thank you.
Good afternoon, all. My name is Nancy Moshangi. I work also with Robert Wakeni and Susan Mavericks. Welcome again.
Good afternoon, everyone. How do you do? Naona watu wa group of schools, naona watu wa polling station. So, I was taught by my teacher that you say what? How do you do? So my name is Daniel Ngeda, and it's a pleasure, it's a privilege I've really connected with a lot of my old friends. I can see some faces that we worked with for a very long time. I can see some people who've really supported me. Priscilla Karobia, how do you do? Fantastic, you're a good learner. So for me, I work with Kelly, and I also work with somebody else called Kenneth. Kenneth, currently he's doing exams. Wakati mwingine tunafanya gumbaru, so that's a good thing. So I support Sharks, a unit called Sharks, and I also support a unit called Eagles. So Priscilla, you're asking me, where are you? You're under Eagles. You fly, you soar. Now you know, you have talons. That's why you're giving me good business. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. We have our Gen Z. Martin Kauru. Martin supports us as admin.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. Yes, I'm Martin Kauru. I need any introduction just to put a face to the name. Yes, like introduced here by my manager, I'm Martin Kauru. I do the admin role of the branch, and I also handle the direct business of AR. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I don't know why, Irene, you're not coming and you're part of the CBD team. Very important. You know, now it's time for taking a photo. Very important. And, you know, anyone who is in CBD can come up so that everyone can see who is in CBD. Tell us your name and what you are doing.
Good afternoon once again. I'm really happy to host you for the 2 days. You've been amazing, and we appreciate the support that you continue to give us. My name is Irene Juguna. I champion general business. We work closely with a gentleman called Jeremiah Adera and this team. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We can now pause for a photo.
Thank you, Team CBD.
Thank you. For
We need to
anyone who
leave the
has
stage
never
dancing.
visited our CBD office, I know there are quite a number of agents who are doing online transactions, and they have never been to our ABSA office. Please feel free. As James has mentioned sometime, the office is, I can say, the latest office of doing business. If you are running your business at home, please feel free. Come and, work in our office. The office is in ABSA Towers, Loita Street. So feel free and welcome. For those again who don't know me, my name is Isaac Chumba, commonly known as Kirwa. Welcome for this conference. And I believe you have enjoyed. Have we learned? All of us, we are business people, and we are running business, especially family business. And we have learned today that without structures, you cannot establish a business, right? So, and again, without communication, which I've learned that is being done in a bedroom, you cannot continue in business, right? So thank you very much and welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Isaac. Thank you. Welcome to AR on the Go, right there at ABSA Towers basement. At this point, we would want to appreciate you for the work that you have been doing this year, and to guide us through that, I'll welcome Mr. James Kamau to take us through the Legends Edition conversation. Mr. James, karibu.
Good afternoon again. Before we go into those good things, let me just make one comment around a new, I don't know whether it's an association, but you guys have decided to come together, and this is Bima Agents Welfare. For quite some time, I've been articulating for a coming together of AR intermediaries, and this is because you people have an amazing culture of togetherness. You are well-founded, there's a lot of history, and it's good that you are beginning to come together. We want to support you as much as we can. Of course, you have your constitution that is going to guide how you operate. But let me just emphasize on maybe one or two things. In today's dynamic world where things are moving very fast, laws are changing quickly, it's important that you come together so that you can be able to lobby for some of your interest with the authorities. You cannot write a memorandum on your own and take it to Parliament, but you can be able to do that as a membership group and just have some of your issues dealt with. So it's important that that group is given support, and that is what we are trying to do as AAR. I want to give 2-3 minutes to Daisy Muthoni to just give you a brief on it.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. You're looking very beautiful on this Tuesday. My name is Daisy Muthoni, and I'm here on behalf of Bima Agents Welfare, and as the assistant chairperson. The chairperson is Dan Brasson, who was here yesterday, but they're out for exams, but they should be joining us later in the evening. And we're glad and we are very grateful to Mr. Kamau for this platform that you have given to us, and even the recognition that we are an association that we are trying to come together, not trying. We want now to come back together. There was one time as agents we were speaking in one voice, but maybe during COVID and other eventualities that come along the way, we have been a bit disintegrated. So now we want to come back together and speak in one voice. And that is why we have seen it fit to have an association. And like it has also been said before, we no longer have tied agents. The regulator has allowed us not to have the tied agents. So we are no longer tied agents to AAR Insurance, but we love the brand, isn't it? We love the brand AAR, and that is why we are here. That is why we were invited under AAR, and we turned up because we definitely love the brand. We are even glad to see our director, Jackie Kakunju, who has been very supportive to the agents. Thank you very much. So I just talk kidogo about Bima Agents Welfare. We have established this with the core objective of ensuring that all the registered members are compliant with the laid out governance structures with the insurance industry. So basically, for you to be a welfare member, you have to be compliant. This is something that we have been talking through since yesterday about compliance, and we have learned that compliance is very cheap when done right, isn't it? So we need to be compliant. Definitely we need to have our licenses in order because that has to be there. For you, by 31st of, or rather by 30th of September, we need to have renewed our licenses. And that is not a negotiation. This includes the proper vetting, licensing, and supporting members to build a strong and sustainable agency structure. And our most important mandate is to effectively voice the needs of our members and champion their interests as a group, not as an individual. I will give one case study that we have so far done. We are just, I would say we're just very few months old. We just started in the last year, the tail end of the last year, so we are still doing the membership. And as we were renewing our medical covers, we had quite some loading. And as the team leaders, we came together and we were able to sit with management, and we were able to negotiate on behalf of you that are sitting here and have maybe a domestic or a personal cover with AAR. Can we get a clap for that? So we want to be also take care of welfare issues. We all know as a society, you cannot be able to do it alone. And we are not only tied to the AAR agents, and like I said, we are not tied agents, we are all independent agents, but with good affiliation with AAR for even giving us this platform. So we invite all of you to be able to register with us. And at this point, as I continue, I want to invite all the secretariats that are here so that we are able to know who are the founding members for now or who are in the office for now, so that in case you have any questions, because I have also gotten questions that we have joined and embodied, but we are yet to know what is the mandate of the welfare. So as I'm speaking, I expect the secretary to be walking to the podium so that you're able to know who is where, and in case you have any question, in case one of us approaches you to join us, you will have the confidence that they are part of the welfare group and they want us to work together. I can see some are still sitting. Zippy, Stanley, Kituku. Oh. So like I said, I am Daisy Mudhoni, the assistant chairperson.
Good afternoon, everyone. Indeed, we are honored as agents and Bima Agents Welfare. We really would wish to have all of you on board so that we work together, because collectively we can be able to make a good bargaining. So I am the secretary, and so far so good. We have had good numbers, but as I said, it will be very lucrative if you work together. When we work together, we become strong, stronger than any other thing. So welcome on board. I take this opportunity to give you my cell phone numbers, 0721 30 73 53. Once again, 0721 30 73 53. My name is Ayuni Soluoch. I am approachable and supportive. Please come on board. Let's walk the talk together. So our main agenda today is just advocating for welfare. Thank you.
My name is Gadson. I'm into the docket of spiritual, mental, and psychological health. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Stanley Mwangi. I head enjoyment department and event planning. Thank you.
Good evening or good afternoon. Ama ni asubuhi. Mimi ndio Kituku. So I'm one of the members and I head transport and logistics.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Zipporah Wachana, but I'm known by Mheshimiwa if you come to the office. And I'm glad to be here to represent the leadership for BAO. So far, so good, I can announce to you that we are at 54 members. And I welcome each and everyone who is willing to join us so that we can work together. Thank you so much.
Yes, good afternoon once more. My good name is Polycarp Fletcher. I'm in charge of spiritual team, and I'm also in charge of the team wellness. I am the go-to person in times of prayers. That is why I come out strong, because the book of Isaiah says, Isaiah 50 verse 4, there are people that have been given the tongue of the gods. I come to the office very early in the morning so that I can do intercession, and I awaken the office. The reason why we encourage people to join Bima Welfare, Rosemary knows me, I love to tell stories. The greatest movie ever done is Walking Dead. So there was a virus that came out and some people were consumed and people had to come into colony. So there is a protagonist called Negan. Negan made the greatest speech ever, that people are a resource. So where you are as an agent, we need to come together so that we make that resource. The greatest sales pitch that was ever done was for a company in America that sent out 2 people to a market that was never explored so that they can sell shoes. The first person went and said, people are not putting on shoes, there's no market. And the second person went and found people not putting on shoes, and he called James and told James there's a market for insurance. So there's a market for collaboration because we are the resource, and we are requesting you to come, join us, let us walk this talk together, and let us drive the agenda that indeed we can be listened to. I want to thank James for championing for this, and I want to thank this wonderful team for championing for this. In case of wellness, in case of prayer, in case of intercession, my number is 0728. Naona mambo ya Mungu amchukui namba. 0728 66 0729. 0728 66 0729. And kindly note, I am a blood donor. In case you're somewhere where someone needs blood, and my 3 months are done, if you call me, I will wake up at 3 a.m., I will come and donate that blood. Thank you.
Thank you very much, team. You can see we are all rounded. We are all rounded. And the reason why there's an entertainment, we cannot always be talking about funerals. We need to binjari. We always support one another in case of any, where we need to travel and support one of us. So that's why there's a transport department. Don't wonder why the welfare and the transport, where are they coming in. I know we don't have the treasury with us. They're out for their exams, like I said. So our treasurer is Yvonne Kola, assisted by Eunice Wangeshi. And our registration is only 1,000 shillings and monthly contribution of 500 for now. We have a constitution that we have worked on, but definitely it's not cast on stone. New members will come in with new ideas, and we will welcome your ideas. We will not like say you have come in late, so we are not going to take your ideas. So any new members that will be joining us, feel free to air your views. I know we have a larger AAR family WhatsApp group. We have a larger AAR family, so most of the time you'll see Fletcher has posted in link for prayers. That is, we hold prayers every Monday from 8:15 to 9. Mungu mbele. We always ask the Lord to bless our week. So every Monday you will say in the larger AAR family WhatsApp group, there is that link that is sent. You're always free to join. Haiko atina specific people who are supposed to join. So if you are free at that hour, I know it can be tricky for most people, maybe they're on the road to home, but if you are free to join, kindly do so as we give thanks to the Lord and seek God guidance in this work. So, karibuni sana to Bima Agent Welfare as we step ahead to greater heights as insurance agents and all that we have learned and incorporated. Thank you very much, James, for the opportunity. Mbarikiwe sana. Oh, a photo. Picture. Kuja tupigwe. You're a champion.
That was very good. You can see we are making a lot of progress as an industry because we have to keep growing. Now, when I took over my role as the group head of distribution at AAR Insurance on the 19th of December 2022, we actually walked into the office, the three of us. It was Sheila, Justine, and myself. We started the same day. And just like any other person, when I sat on my desk, it was empty, and you'll always wonder, how do I begin? I knew the task at hand was a big one. I had heard many things. A lot of people had sent me messages, some encouraging, some not so encouraging. And I decided that I needed a role model and someone who would inspire me. So I went through the records of the organization and the history of the organization just to see who had occupied this role before me. And one name stood out, and it stood out because of integrity, resourcefulness, hard work, spirit of innovation, and uniquely, we had a common interest in terms of environment. You heard that I manage a small SME related to farming. And because of that, that person even supported me to identify a number of birds that happen to reside at our small family farm. The 83 species of birds were identified, some 26 species of trees and flowers, and I have that data, I have the pictures, something that is very exciting. And that person was also very involved in the development of products, he understood the way salespeople are developed. At one time, I served in AR as an agent. And you know those, when you're in the sales room, the people you look up to and say, siku moja nitafika hapo kweli. So I used to be in Posta Sacco agency then. Now, AR does well in agents development because of those people who are before us. And I thought I just remind us, because history is very important. We are coming from somewhere. And this afternoon, we want to honor those people who have walked before us. And I'll ask Director Jagi, who have been speaking about, to come to the stage. Jage owns a beautiful place in Mokoroini, Nyeri. It's called Waji Camp. If you want to see him, una book 2 appointment na unaenda Waji, like I sometimes do, and spend a bit of time with him. So he'll award the following people. I think I want to be guided. Give me the list. You know, people are still in business. And you know, in sales, you're never awarded at just like that. So the following people, and this afternoon, we are recognizing performance for Q1 2026. Okay? Tumesonga na tunakimbia. Q1 2026. So for new business, we have a good old friend. We worked together at some point here in AAR, and we have continued to relate. Even at a personal level, at one time we were even neighbors. Mr. Paul Musembi, who is the second runners-up for new business in 2026. This is according to the legends, right? We ran a report for legends. So Kinetic Insurance Agency, second runners-up for new business. And you guys are extremely mean with your clapping. So a photo. The first runner-up in that category of new business Q1 is another very nice lady here. We sat in the same sales room when we were selling. By then, she was an assistant to another senior agent. And this is Marion Kinaro of Own It Insurance Agency. It now gives me great pride to award a lady who recruited me to join Posta Sacco. And she was my manager before she left for Tanzania. After that, we have become good friends. She nowadays plays golf and leads golfers. And earlier this year, she worked in collaboration with AAR to ensure a certain tournament, which paid a premium, a general insurance premium, which is quite a lot, of more than 1 million. That, together with the other businesses she has done in Q1, make her the winner of new business category for the legends, and that is Priscilla Karobia of Pridemark Insurance Agency.
Let's appreciate Priscilla. Amesema bora ajienjoy.
Now let's move on to renewals. So the second runner-up is an amazing person. One day he came to the office, and the retention team, because they keep some record somewhere, produced a cake, and I was surprised that my good old friend, I used to sit next to him at Posta Sacco, and he taught me how to prospect. I used to really see that ako mbele sana, because angenibeba na gari yake, nilikuwa nashindwa sasa hizi gari zinatokanga wapi. Now, this gentleman is very inspiring. He's very active. Even socially, once in a while we meet. We even take trips here and there. And that is Patrick Ngamau. Today, we have been told a lot about wellness. And wellness is a big thing. So one day, I think maisha ilikuwa imetukalia ngumu sana. On a whole Saturday, with a friend of mine, we went to Kasarani Stadium very early in the morning, and we joined a Christian rally there. We prayed the whole day. And when you see that we are still kicking and strong, we are a product of prayer. And that day, I spent it with a good friend, Francis Karanja, who is our first runner-up for the renewals. A lot has been said in this conference, and one of the things that we have had is about the value of giving feedback. Now, the winner of the renewal business category is a lady who likes to walk to my office and give me very, very valuable feedback, a lot of which I have implemented. And the winner is Mary Mawili. So we have done that intentionally to encourage us that we can keep going, isn't it? I think I'll ask them to come forward for a group photo with Mr. Jage. For a group photo. It's rare that you get this kind of an opportunity. Yes, please, carry your... So thank you very much, Director Jage and the legends, isn't it? So is there hope or not? There is hope, isn't it? Yes, and as we continue to do our daily work, let us remember that we are riding on the shoulders of giants, and these are the giants who have been there before us. So I will now hand it over to the MCs, but I'll be back towards the end.
And then we'll finish with public.
Second.
All right. Another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for James. Another round of applause for our legends. All right. Now, in the spirit of our words, we want to raise the roof. Sasa ni wakati wa kuleta makelele. Are you guys ready to bring some noise? No, we cannot do it that way. Are you ready to bring some noise?
Yeah.
I like that. DJ Isneb, uko na hizo effects? Ebu tupatie glass ikibreak. Nice. Na tarumbeta? Okay, now we're ready. Are you guys ready? Awesome. So right now what I'm going to say is I am just going to have James come to the front because you're the person who will be gifting the recipients, the awardees today. And ukisikia mwenzako ametajwa, make sure to celebrate them as well. Are we agreed on that? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now, I would want to call, I think, the corporate manager.
Collins Ochieng.
Collins, are you here? Round of applause for Collins as he makes his way to the front. Lovely, 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 lovely. Now, we want to begin by awarding new business corporate. New business corporate. Now, the second runners-up for new business corporate in the year 2026 goes to Health Nest Insurance Agency. Health Nest, are you in the building? Health Nest. Wapi makofi ya Health Nest? Ah, nice, 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 nice. Congratulations. Yes, now we move to the center. Let's move to the center for that photo. Congratulations. Health Nest Insurance Agency second runners-up. Nice, 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 nice. Kameramani wamepata hiyo picha. Moving on to the first runners-up for corporate the year 2026 new business is Jimmy's Insurance Agency. Round of applause for Jimmy's Insurance Agency Limited. First runners-up, new business corporate. Okay. Interesting. Congratulations, congratulations. Now we move to the winner. Are you ready? The winner for Corporate New Business 2026 is none other than Swafi Insurance Agency. Wapi makofi. Congratulations. Oh. Yes. Ndio hiyo vile inafaa. Congratulations. Public corporate. It's just one. So it's just a winner. Congratulations. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay. So we will have you step down, sir. James, we're not done with you. I hope you've stretched, huh? Okay, thank you. All right, now we go to public corporate for the new business Q1 2026. Public corporate, the winner is none other than Rotal Insurance Agency. Wapi makofi. Congratulations. Congratulations, Rotal Insurance Agency. Congratulations. We celebrate you today. Great. Now we're moving on to SME. SME, it is your time to shine, and I will obviously. Oh, he's here. Uko tayari? You're good. I told you he's wearing many hats today. All right. Are you guys ready? The second runners-up, SME, goes to King Vale Insurance Agency. Congratulations, Kingsvale Insurance Agency. Second runners-up, SME New Business Q1 2026. Congratulations, Kingvale. Congratulations. Now we move to the first runners-up under this category. First runners-up, SME New Business 2026. And the first runners-up goes to Arthur Wang Insurance Agency. Round of applause. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations to the first runners-up. We appreciate you. First runners-up, SME New Business. And now, time for the winner. The winner, SME New Business for the year 2026, goes to Simon Kiraguri Wamboi. Congratulations, Simon. But at least give us a dance, man. Congratulations, Simon. Majestically coming to the front, winner, SME. New Business category. Congratulations, we celebrate you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we move over to retail, and I would request the manager for retail to make their way to the front. Thank you so much. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome our gentle giant.
Kabisa, kabisa. Now, the second runners-up for retail new business goes to Joyce Wanjiku Kahua. Joyce, we celebrate you. Congratulations on all your achievements. Wow. Congratulations. And now, the first runners-up for retail and the new business, first runners-up goes to none other than Dennis Muathe Kituku. It is your day, sir. Congratulations. Round of applause for Dennis. Congratulations. First runners-up, retail. We celebrate you today. And now, the winner, retail new business, goes to Michael Budinda Amugune. Congratulations, Michael Budinda Amugune. our winner, retail new business. Thank you, sir. Now we move over to GI, and I would request the manager for GI,
Mr. Adera Jeremiah, karibu.
to make his way to the front. Welcome, sir. We're waiting for you. Can you encourage him as he makes his way to the podium? Manager GI. All right. Now we're ready. All right. I would like to call the second runners-up for GI New Business. The second runners-up goes to William Angila Obonyo. Congratulations, William Angila Obonyo. We celebrate you. Welcome, sir. Congratulations. Lovely. Well deserved. Now, the first runners-up for GI New Business, first runners-up goes to Capri Insurance Agency Limited. Wapi makofi ya Capri Insurance. First runners-up. All right. Can we have another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, okay. For Capri Insurance Agency, welcome. It is your day. We will wait for you. Wapi makofi ya Capri? First runners-up, GI. Congratulations, Capri. And now, ladies and gentlemen, New Business GI winner. Our winner goes to none other than Elstable Insurance Agency. Mko wapi? Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for our winner, New Business GI. Congratulations. All right, thank you so much. Okay. I would request Ann Nganga to be able to join us. Ann Nganga in your building? Yes. Join us for retention. We're going to retention right now. Keeping with the spirits. Are you guys ready? Are we still in the mood? All right. DJ, pull up kidogo. Guys, are we still here? Are we still psyched? Zawadi tunazo hatuna. Wacha tuone which side is better. Let's start here. Zawadi tunazo hatuna. Aya, middle zawadi tunazo hatuna. Okay, haya. Zawadi tunazo hatuna. DJ twende kazi.
Gerald, please join us on stage for this particular category. Gerald. Mr. Gerald, please join us.
Gerald, are you around? All right. Now we're going to corporate retention, and the second runners-up goes to Virginia Wanjumbi. Congratulations, Virginia. Twende. It is your time, don't worry. It is your time. Wapi makofi ya Virginia. Congratulations. We celebrate you. All right, now we move on to the first runners-up. Corporate retention goes to Alfson Insurance Agency. Congratulations, Alfson Insurance Agency. Amazing. First runners-up, corporate retention. Great. Time for the winner. Ladies and gentlemen, under retention, corporate, the winner 2026 Health Nest Insurance Agency. Congratulations, Health Nest Insurance Agency. All right, being represented there. Health Nest, round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations, Health Nest Insurance Agency. We appreciate you. Wow. And now we move on to SME. SMEs, retention, SME. And now, the second runners-up, SME retention goes to Congratulations. All right, all right. Now we move on to retail. Second runners up, retail. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for... Right, I am being told we are requesting Edwin and Evelyn to come to the front. Can we have Edwin and Evelyn to come to the front? If you can hear the sound of my voice, kindly, can we encourage them, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you. Great. And right now, we are going to award the second runners-up, retail, under the category of retention. The winner is Robert M. Ndambuki. 20. Congratulations. Congratulations, Robert Ndambuki. Yes, and we have seen he has taken it. Right now, we would like to award the first runners-up, retail, retention 2026. The first runners-up goes to Marlene Insurance Agency. 20. We celebrate you, Marlene Insurance Agency. Cool, calm, and poised. Congratulations. Lovely. Congratulations. All right. Now is the winner. The winner, retail, under the category of retention. Our winner for 2026, Michael Budinda Amugune. 20. Wapi makofi ya Budinda? All right. Usiogope camera, it's your day. It's your day to shine. All right, we move on to GI, retention GI. The second runners-up is none other than Dan Brasson. Congratulations.
Daniel.
Second runners-up, Dan Brasson, congratulations. And now, we move to the first runners-up under this category, GI, First runners-up for the year 2026 is none other than Daniel O.K. Muganda. Congratulations, Daniel Muganda. You must be doing something right. Congratulations to Daniel. And now, the winner for GI for the year 2026. Our winner is the one, the only Bugra Investment Insurance Agency. Congratulations. Congratulations. We celebrate you, Bugra Investment Insurance Agency. And now I would request Dan Kang'ethe to come to the front. Dan Kang'ethe to come to the front for our next awardee. All right. And now, okay. And this is our final awardee for the day. So ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Awesome. And now, Junior Product Award, highest premium category. Junior Product Award, highest premium awardee goes to the one, the only, Joyce Wanjiku Kahura. Congratulations to Joyce. That expression is everything. Congratulations. All right, ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause to all our winners for this year. Thank you so much for your cooperation. You have been lovely. So right now, we want to bring back James to come and finalize for us. Wapi makofi ya James.
That was a very interesting session. We were just recognizing the good performance of Q1. Last year, AR closed with 13 billion thereabout in terms of GWP. Of course, our target this year is higher, and we are counting on the support of everyone, including you, our partners, to get us there. So this was just a recognition, an energizer along the way. This year we were very happy to have 62 qualifiers. 4 were knocked out by the ACI audit. So we ended up at the ACI Awards with 58 ACI qualifiers. We gave it our best shot. We lost the Company of the Year award very painfully by 2 points to that winner who I'll not mention. We were also recognized and we won the number 2 again for the Company of the Year for Innovation. And we also won a few individual awards. Now, these awards are very important because they build our business profiles. I don't want to refer to us as agents. I said we are growing what? Businesses. Say growing businesses. Very good. Now, I can't remember, but very recently, we were able to dispatch the balance of half 2 for the e-vouchers that we had a balance of. I hope it came at a good time because I want to believe money is never late. It must have come at a good time, probably when you needed it most. But it also came with a few lessons from 2025. And one of them was, it was very necessary for us to change the partner who we were using to dispatch our e-vouchers. So this afternoon, I'm very happy to introduce the new team that we have given this responsibility. A lot of due diligence has been done. We have gone through a contracting period that was very long. This time it's different. We have added insurance to the contract that if anything happens, then our partners do not struggle or suffer. So I just want to introduce them so that you know the people behind. We have visited their offices. They are credible. They'll tell us some of the people they work with, and then we shall be able to continue from there. So is our Wadi team.
Asanteni sana for having us. We want to thank the AAR team for the confidence that they've bestowed on us in terms of taking up this heavy responsibility. I want to introduce ourselves as Zawadi. Back here is the team that supports AAR specifically. My name is Chelangat Faith, and I'm joined by...
My name is Bethel Odhiambo. I'm part of the customer experience.
Brenda, part of the business team. Okay, great. So we have been in the market for about 10 years. Our business is primarily incentive programs. So we do power some of the biggest incentive programs in the country, and we like working with big brands. We believe AAR is that brand, and we are very happy to be associated with AAR. Our main promise to our clients is usually a seamless experience, and I hope that even as we are starting this relationship, every one of you is having a good experience with eZawadi. We are here today to also, answer any questions that you will have. I'm sure the team at AAR has given a bit of background about us, but we are also here to cement the conversation that we are credible. We are reliable, and you can always trust us to support your different incentive programs. So, asanteni sana, Mr. James. I do appreciate the opportunity, and we look forward to a great working relationship. Okay, okay, great. So he wants to, just to name some of the brands that we work with, and especially, would you like me to, in the insurance space or everywhere else? Generally, great. So in the insurance space, we work with Old Mutual, we work with First Assurance, we work at ICA Lion, work with the CIC. So probably some of you, if you have friends around, they do know about us, but I think overall we work with Absa Bank, work with the NCBA Bank, we work with DHL, we work with Jambojet. If you've flown Jambojet, their reward program is by us. If you have PwC, which is the multinational, we work with Vivo Energy, Rubis Energy. We could go on and on and on. We have about 70, actually we have about 150 brands using our platform in one way or another. So I think our portfolio really speaks for us, and we're excited about this partnership.
I visited Zawadi offices. They are opposite Aki. And they gave me a very big surprise. Because after the meeting, I think the meeting was on first floor. When we went downstairs to take off, I found my car washed. And I thought that was overwhelming, an overwhelming customer experience. That was very nice. Now, that marks the first of the changes that we are making around our loyalty program. First, I want to assure you that in 2026, we have a budget, and it's approved. You can see Director Jage is here. He's part of that process. So we have a budget for our incentives this year. It's just a question of all of us now putting in the work. We have started recognizing you. We are accumulating what you have won. So far, of course, there are amounts that have been done. And we are soon, shortly, going to disburse the year-to-date awards. So just give it a bit of time. The person responsible was away for a while. So as soon as she comes back, she will be able to complete. Now, we want to make another transition around our incentive program. That is digitizing it, so that we want to get into a place where every time we are paying your commission, we are also paying your loyalty program benefits. Would that be a good thing? So we are going to do that through the My Wakala platform. We are already beginning to work on that, so just allow us a bit of time, and these hitches should be behind us. Recently, we had a meeting. Somebody alluded to it earlier in the day at Radisson. And we were talking about the opportunities in SMEs. And Director Jage spoke and took us through the journey of AAR. Challenges build organizations. So some of these challenges you see us going through, the most important thing that we need to do is to pick the lessons and improve from there. We run big businesses, we do mega transactions, very many of them. So a mistake once in a while can happen. We seek your indulgence, but if we don't learn from it, then we shall be doing very badly. But if we learn from it and we're able to move on, then that is what business is made of. Is that correct? Jipigieni makofi kwa understand. So digitization, that's the next thing, so that we really don't need to keep engaging on this matter, and it becomes quickly disbursed. The question is now, what next? And Sheila will assist me to put something on the screen because we need to answer that question of what next. Starting January 1st, we already are in a sales campaign. And this sales campaign will end on the 15th of August, 2026. We have two choices. Choice one is to jaza a train. And this train will take us to Diani. That's choice number one. What do you need to do? If you do 3 private sector corporates with a minimum of 5 million, utajaza hiyo train. Retail medical, 2 million, 40 policies. You will be inside that train. And this is seemingly very doable. We have the data and we know where many people are. SMEs, we have discussed that a lot. 5 policies from 1st of January to 15th of August this year, amounting to 2.5 million, will get you for a holiday. You remember Kiprop told us about taking vacations by using our commissions. You can use a little, lakini sio mingi sana. Why don't you take this free one just by performing, isn't it? So SMEs, 2.5 policies, and GI, 500,000, 40 policies will get you to Diani. We are aware that some people are doing extremely well, and they deserve what? A bigger award. So they will now come this way. So private corporate, 10 million, 10 policies will give you free trip to Zanzibar, and you can start planning for it because we'll do it as quickly as we do the rest. Just the other day we visited Kampala, isn't it? How many people visited Kampala in this room? Weka tu mkono juu. And how was it? Ilikuwa sawa. Aya, retail medical, we have seen what is happening at the Aki Awards. So wekelea 5 million kwa meza and 80 policies, and there you go. SMEs, 7.5 million, 10 policies. General insurance, 1,100,000 policies. So like we have said there, kazi kwako, sell more, qualify, and enjoy those 2 holidays. There are some pending, 1 or 2 pending matters for 2025. We are working behind the scenes, and we shall be able to close and come back to you. I think now we have developed a very high level of trust, and you know us. So is this doable? Is it exciting? So tufanye ka? Ni kazi tu, hakuna mambo mingi. Si ndio? All right. So unaweza piga picha, lakini tutacirculate ingine iko na more details. Sawa sawa. So how many people are taking a holiday at the end of August? The first week actually of September. How many people are taking a holiday? Put up your hand. You know, we can start planning early. Okay, let me say this. Okay, watu wa Diani wako wapi? Watu wa Diani? Watu wa Zanzibar? Sawa sawa, welcome to Zanzibar. Hata tu makofi.
Thank you so much, James Kamau, Group Head of Distribution. It's because they were contemplating what you have told them. Yeah, that's why they were taking their time. So ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for Mr. James Kamau. Thank you so much, sir, for bringing all this together. We continue to celebrate you. Now, I have a simple question for someone or anyone here before we bring things to a close. Is any one of you celebrating their birthday today? Nani? At a month? Once in a day? Day? No. Week? Week? Stanley? Okay. Week, because you're very nice. Month? You're so many. Mkona proof. Toa kitambulisho. Iko wapi? Iko wapi? Iko wapi? Tuone. Sitasema how old you are. Don't worry. It's here. You're very ready. So if you have the proof, come to the front. Come to the front. Come to the front. Quickly, come to the front. If you're celebrating your birthday, tuwaone. And you have proof, let's come to the front. We have some goodies for you. We have some goodies for you. Uh-huh. Who else? Who else? Who else? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. May babies. Amba tuseme pia June. Hapa May babies. Okay. Wow. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I think you can move. All right. These are our May babies. We appreciate everyone and we want to say happy birthday to each and every one of you. You can move closer to the cake because it is yours. You will decide whether you want the others to taste or not. All right. Sasa I'm seeing there's a knife. Nice. So we're waiting for a cameraman, videographer who will be there to capture as we celebrate with you because we care, we appreciate, and we celebrate. Okay? Nice. Awesome. Ooh. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to do something very simple for us. All right. Now we're ready. Hiya. Who are you nominating to hold the very huge knife? Mheshimiwa. Hiya. Sawa. We can have more than one, so give us two. Uh-huh. Nice. Huh? Haya, ngoja. Nasikia hamwezi kata keki kabla ngoma haijachezwa ya birthday. Unajua? Na DJ Yizneb, uko na ya Harmonize nasikia. Nimeambiwa uko na Harmonize, happy birthday. Sawa. Are you ready? Haya, tunataka kuona move zenu. Kidogo tu, si mingi. Kidogo tu. Can we encourage them, ladies and gentlemen? Twende. Nani atatoa yake? Twende. Hey, nani ndo dancer hapo? Wapi shangwe na nderemo? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. To you. All right, pull up. Wapi makofia? Sawa, birthday tunayo hatuna. Keki tunayo hatuna. Sawa, wacha tukate keki sasa. Tukuje hapo tukate keki. Tutafanya 3, 2, 1 na sisi wengine tuseme happy birthday. All right? 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday! DJ, take it away. Lovely. Uh-huh. 20. All right, all right. Thank you so much. So, for now, we will request you to take your seats, and then we shall be able to distribute the cake. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, to the May babies. Congratulations. Right now, we want to move to the next segment. And now, let me bring back my colleague, Mwanza.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy birthday to the May babies. Behind every successful man, they say, there's a... Huh? Behind every successful man, there's a...
A woman rolling her eyes.
I didn't think it was... Okay. A supportive woman. Very good. We need to add a supportive woman, not just any woman. Very correct. Okay. A pushy one. Very good. So behind our successful event, hasn't it been a successful event? There is a supportive, pushy, what else? Nyerian woman. So I'd like to invite our head of branding, PR, and marketing, Sheila, to come and give us a vote of thanks. Thank you, Sheila. She has been tremendous in making sure that this event is a success. Sometimes we see the people in front, but there's always people behind. So Sheila, karibu sana.
Thank you, Male. So I want to thank you all for attending this conference, this two-day conference, and for sticking with us through the 2 days. So they say trust is built on a consistent commitment to honoring our promises. Over the past 2 days, we have not just spoken about the code of trust, we have watched it being written line by line by every single person in this room. A conference of this magnitude is never a solo endeavor. It's a masterpiece woven by many hands. So as we draw a close to the curtains of these transformative discussions, we as AAR Insurance want to express our deepest gratitude to the architects and the visionaries who made this possible. We extend our deepest appreciation to the regulatory and institutional bodies that set the boundaries by which we safely operate and thrive, to the Office of the Data Protection Commissioner, the ODPC, the Kenya Revenue Authority. You're the compass guiding our industry, ensuring a pursuit of growth never compromises our integrity. I want to thank the brilliant organizations that were able to join us: AR Healthcare, AR Hospital, Kenya Health Federation, KNCCI, RFH, and the Association of Family Business Enterprise, Kayana, Wild, Sandbox, Akepsa, Archer Digital, Flywheel Advisory, Nairobi Baptist, Core Trust Insurance, and Kike Connect. We thank you and we appreciate you. You did not just share insights, you shared a blueprint for protecting the very heartbeat of our nation. A bold vision requires bold backing. To our headline partners, we understand that the future belongs to those who take action. So we'd like to thank NCBA. We'd also like to thank FinCredit, and we'd also like to thank Safaricom. Thank you for supporting this vision. Let's clap for all these partners. He has left the room. I wish he could come in now. But anyway, moving on. To James Kamau, the anchor of this conference, the incredible sales team, the BIMA agent welfare, and to every single agent in the room, your faces, your voices, and are the spirit of AR Insurance. Thank you for your energy, your participation, and your loyalty. And then every beautiful story requires storytellers. To the great minds at AR Insurance, my very able marketing team, Africa Practice, Scanad, thank you for helping shape a narrative that resonates. To Charms Media, to Magic Reel and Elite, thank you for capturing our voice. To the Safari Park Hotel team, thank you for your unmatched hospitality. And to Peak Performance, thank you in advance for preparing us to end this day in an absolute high. Ladies and gentlemen, in closing, business unusual is no longer a theme of this conference. As of this afternoon, it is our new standard. It is the rhythm by which we march through the rest of 2026. I'd like to give thanks to Michael and to Male for emceeing us very well. A round of applause for them. And then to our board director, Jagi Gakunju, we want to thank you for gracing this conference. And lastly, thank you for your time, your trust, and your brilliance. We have a few months left of the year. Let's go forth and conquer. So just see Zanzibar, see Diani. It's all possible. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you. And before she leaves, please appreciate Ms. Sheila Owiti. Asante sana for the efforts you've made. Well, we have come to the close of this sales conference. And I believe we have learned, correct? We have been inspired, correct? We have something to go implement tomorrow, starting tomorrow morning. Well, maybe Thursday morning. But I believe that we all have been inspired. So as we leave this room, please remain motivated. Please remain committed to excellence and committed to your own growth, to the growth of your customers, and to each other. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your participation. Thank you for being cooperative throughout the last 48 hours. And 2026 is going to be the biggest year yet, correct? To even greater things. Now, kulikuwa na Minister of Enjoyment. Stanley, tusaidie tufunge hii kikao. Minister of Enjoyment, ako wapi? Kuja tufunge hii kikao. We will have a group photo at the staircase, at the entrance downstairs. So as we walk out, we'll have a group photo downstairs. We'll also have some tea for you. Then there are those of us who received WhatsApp messages. We will come back. We will congregate. And instructions will be given of where we will congregate. Here. We will congregate here. For those who have received the WhatsApp messages. Otherwise, after this, we'll just walk down and get a group photo. Tuko sawa? Naomba tusimame. Minister of Enjoyment, tuko Friday, leo ni Friday. Some of us have been paid. Correct? So, tufungie kikao tafadhali.
Niko na mtu wangu wa mkono, mzee Wasike yako wapi? Wasike. Wasike. So DJ, tupatie wimbo ya kufunga, tupe siaka tukienda.
Minister of Enjoyment, wait. Before we hit siaka.
Ameharibu.
Ngoja kidogo tu. Can we close with a prayer first? Before we hit that, noting that the numbers, we might not do the group photo, will not be very clear. But I believe we've all taken some photos on the branded spaces. Please make sure you take those photos and post them, tafadhali, so we can have a prayer before we have the DJ hit us.
So a prayer from me? Okay, sawa. Okay, let's pray. Let's stand and pray. DJ, wacha tuombe. Okay, let's pray. Thank you, Father, for this wonderful time. Thank you for the gift of life. Thank you for the good health. Thank you for everything you've done unto us, Father. We want to thank you for our company, AAR, Father. We pray that you may bless us with more businesses so that we can be here next year second quarter and going forward further. Let it be a good evening for all of us, Father, and bless all of us. Thank you. Amen.
Thank you, thank you. It's been a pleasure to host you. My name is Malim Toto Mwanza, and
I have been Michael Zimanje.
DJ Tupeleke Siaka. We can have the photos per region, per Falcons, per Eagles, per... We can have the photos within the units. Otherwise, we wish you a very, very good evening and happy Eid al-Adha.